Yo, what's going on, you guys? Nick here from MTGuntapped, bringing you another gameplay video. I think I just brushed my face. I was not intending to do that. But anyway, why was I looking so angry? But anyway, so I was going to tell you guys what my standard deck is going to be. So today I will show you it is going to be Bestow and Heroic, combination of both, as you can tell by this picture. I wonder if you guys can hear my brother scream. He's like yelling at his Xbox. I don't even know why. Off topic. My bad. Anyway, so it's going to be green and blue, and it's going to be mana manipulation and draw cards, kind of the concept I was getting at. But more into that as we go. First off, I'd like to clarify that this is still a work in progress. I'm trying out my first standard deck since last block is ending. And I am up for suggestions on how I can make this deck the best it can possibly be. And yeah, just have fun with it. So before I do this, I am actually going to be putting on these headphones. I don't like using headphones whenever I speak, but I just hear my brother yelling over there, and this is distracting. So these wonderful Skull Candy headphones, and let's just get on to the first one. So as you can see here, I'm just showing off the lands. So we have a forest. We have about 11 forests and 12 islands, along with one Temple of Mystery. All these cards are ones that I pulled from packs. I never bought any of these cards, but I am not against buying cards if you guys really do suggest them. So moving on from there, I have about 3 of these Golden Hind. I will most likely be replacing these cards with my bad, 3 Elvish Mystics from N15, if there are any. I can't remember. Just because the whole like 2 costing is a little too much, and especially for just getting 1, while Elvish Mystics 1 for 1, like you can't get wrong with that. Next up is Cara Mitra's Kakalutu. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. I'm sick. I can't say anything. Sorry again. We're running 3 of these. So just because since Bestow is going to cost a lot, I feel as if using these cards or using cards like this can really help me boost up the whole Bestow to activate hero type of ability. And speaking of Bestow, we have our first one, Nylea's Emissary. It's 4, or you can 6 for Bestow, and has Trample. And Enchanter Creatures plus 3. I'm running about 2 of those. We have Staunch Hearted Warrior. I'm running about 2 of those, and the Heroic, when you get 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So it kind of works back to the Emissary. You bestow this creature, becomes 4/4, and then you have the 3/3 trample, so then it's a 7/7. I think that's a pretty good card. But the best one that I do believe is going to be this one, the Centaur Battlemaster. I'm running about 2 as well, where if you any spells on it, put 3/1/1 counters on it. Bingo! I love this creature. I just love this card. It just, when I played matches with my friends, it just destroyed. And like I said before, I'm running about 2 of those. Moving on to enchantments, we're going Market Festival. Just because whenever, like you guys know, enchant the land, that land becomes that on top of 2 additional. So with my whole idea of having green really amp up my mana, I think, or mana, whatever it's called, this really helps out. I'm running about 2 of those. Ordeal of Nylea. I'm going to be running 2 of these, just as just in case. Like, you can't go wrong with adding more mana to your mana pool. And then it activates obviously Heroic. But what I am curious about though is, let's just say I'm only having 2, but let's just say I stack 3 Ordeal of Nylea onto let's just say this 1/1 token right here. Okay. And I attack with that 1/1 token that turn. So then basically swing with a 4/4 attack, has 3 counters on it. Are all 3 Order of Nylea, are they all going to be canceled out at once? Because as it says on this card, then if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, sacrifice it. I was wondering about that because we played a game one time and I stacked 3 Ordeal of Nylea Let's just say this token. So this token was already a 1/1, and then when it attacked, it became a 4/4 because I stacked it with 3. And then they said, oh, all 3 of those cards cancel out. I just want to know if that's correct, because that would be of great help for the future. Anyway, so moving on. Now we have Bow of Nylea. 2 of these as well. Just because I like the idea of attacking and then Death Touch, and also the secondary ability where you can gain 2 health, 3 health, damage to creature, +1/+1 counter. It just has a lot of benefits going towards it. Moving on. So now we're going to be looking at the blue cards that I have in this deck. We have Artisan of Forms. Is whenever you cast a spell that targets this creature, it becomes a copy of the target creature, and it gains that ability. I'm running about 2 of these. I like the card, 1 for the heroic ability, obviously. And 2 is, let's just say your opponent drops a big beast and you don't know how you're going to handle it. And then you just Artisan of Forms, copy it. Or we do that one where it gives us mana. There we go. More mana to the mana pool. I feel like that card has tons of uses, and with this Bestow in this deck, it really is helpful. So moving on to Flutter Step Ideon. We are running 2 of these. I am running 2 of these, I believe. Yeah, 2 of these. So it can't be blocked. Enough said about that. Well, who else cannot disappoint with can't be blocked? Like, let's just say my Centaur Battlemaster ends up becoming a 7/7, can't be blocked. Gonna really destroy your enemy within 3 turns. They cannot do anything about it. Going on to Nimby's Knight. This is one of the bigger cards in my deck, because flying is always something everyone loves to deal with. 3 of these flying. At first I had flying and reach, but then I thought reach is kind of redundant, or not really redundant, but it didn't really matter because I'm running some flying. But that was just my idea. Just 3 of these flying. Your opponents are going to be scared. It's going to be an easy target, but then again, if that creature that it bestowed upon dies, it's still going to be a 2/2 flying, so it's still going to cause some issues. Next, we're going to look at Triton Cavern. I'm running 2 of those. It's got the heroic ability as well, and then return target enchantment to owner's hand. I like that because, let's just say, I have Ordeal of Nylea on one of my cards, and let's just say Centaur Battlemaster. This thing gets heroified, and then I'll return that Ordeal of Nylea and put it back onto Centaur Battlemaster, just like a spam of, I don't know, +3/+3 counters. I really don't know. But that's running 2 of those. Next up, we have Spinks Disciple. It's a 2/2 with Inspired. I'm doing 3 of these, actually, just because flying is always such an issue, and because of that ability where whenever it untaps, you draw a card, and I feel like that'd be very important in just trying to get cards to be able to play quickly, because we have the mana to cast spells and such. And next up, we have Ordeal of Thassus. Same idea as Ordeal and Nylea. When you sacrifice to draw 2 cards, that's awesome. 2/2 counters, that's even better. So, 2 of those. Dissolve, I kind of want to run more of these, but I don't know what cards to replace with. Just because I know my Bestow creatures and just me attacking is going to cause so much attention to my opponent that I need a way to protect them, and I feel like Dissolve is a good way to go about it. Or any other spells. I don't know if there's any good ones in M15. But this is what I found in the Theros block. In the Scry ability to see if you really want the card that's coming up next. Lastly, we have Bident of Thassa. Whenever you deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So flying plays a really good part in this. Whenever I attack, I draw a card. Obviously. And if we have some pretty big monsters on our side, and our opponent has always been hesitant to attack, we can just have them attack us anyway. Suicide Run, sweep him with that 15/15 Centaur Battlemaster we've been building up since the very beginning. And it's like luck. This entire deck is made up by luck. So, Centaur. Sorry. Bident of Thassa. Lastly, I'm just going to show off the squirrel. This squirrel's name is Bill. Alright? Bill's an awesome squirrel. Bill can be whatever you want it to be. I want Bill to be like, this is the mascot for this deck. Because Bill, I don't know. Bill's just a cool card. Random fact. Anyway, so that is my standard deck for standard. I'm still building up upon it now because I didn't include any Gate Crash, or I don't know what the last block was. I just started in Theros, so I only chose this deck to start off with Theros block because I'm familiar with the cards. I've been playing with those cards with all my friends, and so I want to build upon that deck. So I would love any recommendations that you guys have for this deck regarding this. I will be leaving a copy of this deck on a website. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can view it. You can have a further view of it. You can play around with it. I think you can. I haven't really tested it out yet. But that's it. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please be sure to comment your ideas on my deck and what I can do to improve it. Rate by giving me a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. You know, boosts up a little bit of confidence. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I have a lot more content to come. This channel, I mainly made it to receive some help from you, from the wonderful Magic community. So all your subscription, your feedback, and your comments I really do appreciate it. Man, that's sort of really bad. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Take care. This is Nick from MTGuntapped, and I'm out of here. Peace.